Hi folks, hope you're doing well. I am at the ABR Festival 2024 at Ragley Hall. The sun is out, it's the Thursday, so the VIP day. Everything seems to be set up, there's a bit of a buzz around the place. And for this video I thought I'd do something different. Instead of doing the usual riding and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to show you what's going on at the show, have a chat to some people. There's a lot of people around and I just want to bring you a flavour of what it is. If you've never been here before, this is the biggest and hopefully the best so far. The weather looks like it's going to be on our side. Let's go and have a look around and I can show you what's going on. Ragley Hall has been the home of the ABR Festival since 2019. It's an absolutely fantastic location with a huge and varied layout, which means that everything is spaced out and it never feels crowded, despite the fact that this weekend attracted 15,000 attendees. At the site you'll find over 100 exhibitors and traders. There are 50 plus food stalls and pretty much every single manufacturer that you can think of is there, showing their bikes but also offering test rides both on the off-road trails and on road routes as well. Obviously one of the big draws for the ABR Festival is that off-road riding, and the beauty with Ragley Hall is it has so much space. There are over 40 kilometres of off-road trails that you can ride. Everything from a beginner's loop to a big, long, open, expensive route suitable for all big adventure bikes. You've got TRF routes which offer a little bit more in terms of mud and ruts and that type of stuff. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned adventurer, there is somewhere for you to ride. Now, as you know, SW-Motech are one of my channel sponsors. So they have a stand here with next door. I'm going to be spending some time here. And we are neighbours to Peak Design, and any avid YouTube motorcycle travel viewers should recognise this Desert X. It belongs to Leonor and her channel Leonor Moto. If you haven't seen it, then I would suggest going and checking it out. I'll put a link in the description and down below. And talk of the devil, here's Leonor.
Hello.
You must, I'm guessing if you've watched any motorcycle travel channels on YouTube, you will know Leonor, this face and her lovely looking Desert X. But I thought I'd grab a couple of seconds to have a chat.
Yeah.
People who haven't seen your channel,
Yeah.
what can I expect?
Motorcycle, photography and traveling. And that combined in hopefully a nice scenic day on the bike, like scenes of what you can expect when you are riding there. Bit of nature, a bit of the road, bit of everything.
Yeah. We've known each other for a few years now. And I came across your channel originally, and that's what I liked about it. I've seen lots of people who have tons and tons of hours of riding and shots from the helmet, and it's nice to see those places, but it gets a bit boring. But
you need change in the video.
Yeah, you feel like you're on the journey with you on that, because you see the bits that you wouldn't normally show. So yeah, if you haven't seen any, then definitely go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description and I'll put a link on the screen. But I have got some questions to ask you, some quick fire questions. So these are really quick this or that questions.
Oh boy.
Okay, so the first one, I know what the answer is going to be. Yeah. Mountains or beaches?
Mountains. Yeah, absolutely.
Two-stroke or four-stroke? Two-stroke, okay. Beer or wine?
Beer.
Hard luggage or soft luggage?
I mean, it depends, because I have soft luggage, but for my gear, I kind of like my paley case on top now. Yeah. So that's the hard. Yeah. Okay.
Indian takeaway or Chinese takeaway?
Chinese.
Group ride or solo ride?
Solo. Oof.
Yeah, easy. Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Classic bike or custom bike?
I do like a good classic, but I'm gonna go with custom.
Okay. Yeah. Audiobook or podcast?
Podcast.
YouTube or Instagram?
Oh, that's a nasty one. Oof. I can put my heart and soul more into YouTube, so I'm gonna go with YouTube then.
Okay. And last question, if you could only own one motorcycle for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I guess this one. I've ridden a lot, but this just ticks all the boxes for me.
Perfect. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've never felt pain like that in my fucking life.
How is it? I'll get an upfront
Certainly
interview.
hit the spot. Just done 4,000 miles on a European on and off-road holiday, and this is certainly hitting the spot. I really needed this.
Perfect. Well, that was fantastic. It sorted out the problem I had with my calf. The stiffness has gone. Let them work their magic on you. I feel so much better. Of course, you've got the option to buy new gear, check out new bikes, have test rides, ride the trail, but there's so much more going on as well. And throughout the day on different stages, there are lots of presentations and talks, predominantly from adventure riders and a lot of travellers. I stood and watched the Lavi and Ollie chat, which was fascinating. Unfortunately, I didn't get an opportunity to speak to them.
So then that was really the time where we did a lot of our, like, a lot of the falling off, a lot of the struggles, a lot of getting used to it was there in Morocco. It was really the start of the adventure in every way.
But there is just so much of this going on with various different speakers that you can really fill your day. So, talking of motorcycle travellers, I've also bumped into Runa. If you've watched any motorcycle travel videos on YouTube, you must have seen the channel. If people haven't seen your channel, and this is the same question I asked Leonor, what should they expect?
Chill travels. I choose my destination for the views and the scenery and just having a good time and enjoying and relaxing and no rush. Yeah.
I've been subscribed to the channel for a few years now. I think you were in the low thousands, I think, when I first came on board. And I've just enjoyed the travels because it, as I said to Leonor, it feels like you're travelling with you. It's relaxed.
Yep.
It's just actually beautiful scenery, nice riding.
And I kind of started my channel just as I was getting my license, so it's been all the process of learning how to ride and, expanding my adventures and all that. So
Yeah. Cool. And you've got a sporting background as well. You an archer, I believe.
Yeah. I did archery I was on the national team for 11 years.
So be careful. If you see this lady with a bow, she'll get you. Doesn't matter how far away you are, she will get you.
Hunting for some dinner for my
Exactly.
cancer.
Yeah, there's plenty of sheep over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could do. Cool. And also, I've been asking people this or that question, so I'm going to do the same with Runa. Mountains or beaches?
Mountains.
2-stroke or 4-stroke?
2.
Beer or wine?
Wine. No, beer. Sorry.
Beer, okay.
Yeah, beer.
Hard luggage or soft luggage?
Soft.
Indian takeaway or Chinese takeaway?
Indian.
Group ride or solo ride?
Solo.
Sweet or salty?
A little bit of both.
Dogs or cats?
I'm allergic to both.
Okay, me too. Classic bike or custom bike?
Custom.
Audio book or podcast?
Podcast.
And YouTube or Instagram?
YouTube.
And the last question is, if you could only own one motorcycle for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, I do really like my Northern 901 because there's so few compromises. I can do like pretty much everything on it, so I think I'll go with that
It'll
one.
be the Northern.
Yeah.
Cool, lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How are you finding the show? No. Okay. Let's go and have a look at some tyres. These are tyres. I've used all of these tyres. There's the Meridians, which I had on my KTM 790 Adventure. The Mutants, which I've got on the Royal Enfield. And then the Trail Max Raids, which are on the Africa Twin. I'm on to my second set of those. Absolutely fantastic 50/50 tyres. Really, really good. And I'm not just saying that because they are genuinely very, very good. I'm here with Mirko from Nex. What have you got on show here this weekend? What's your main focus? I can guess what it is, but...
Well, it's racing. No, it's not. It's adventure riding. So we're showing our adventure helmet here, mostly.
Yeah,
we have some trial helmets, so you can test it out. You can see the features, can have a little chat about it, and
Yeah, good helmets. I've been wearing mine. I've probably done maybe 4,000 or 5,000 miles in it now, and
there's so much time for riding.
no complaints. Yeah, that's my job now. That's good. Look who I bumped into.
Hi!
The one and only username Kate.
It even says.
It does. It says it on the shirt. Are you here on a professional basis or a personal basis this weekend?
Bit of both. I mean, I'm not here representing anybody, but I'm here just to enjoy and lap up the atmosphere, but also say hi to a few people, you know?
Yeah.
Schmooze.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good place to schmooze. I've been schmoozing.
Yeah.
There might be some announcements coming up on the channel.
Ooh,
New
teaser.
sponsors, potentially.
Amazing.
We will see. It's the best place to come and schmooze. But whilst I've got Kate here, I'm going to, as I have done, as you've seen throughout the video, I'm going to ask her some questions and see if we can ascertain Kate's state of mind and personality.
Mentally unstable.
Let's give it a go. Right then, Kate.
Yes.
This or that? Mountains or beaches?
Mountains, 100%.
2-stroke or 4-stroke?
4-stroke.
Beer or wine?
Cider.
Cider. Hard luggage or soft luggage?
Hard luggage.
Indian takeaway or Chinese takeaway?
Oh, good lord. Indian.
Group ride or solo ride?
Group ride, if that one group is just Mike.
Okay. Sweet or salty?
Oh, sweet, any day of the week.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Classic bike or custom bike?
Custom bike.
Audiobook or podcast?
Podcast.
YouTube or Instagram?
YouTube.
And the final question is, if you could only own one motorcycle for the rest of your life, what would it be?
For the rest of my life?
Yep.
Beatrix. My GS.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Kate.
No worries, thanks for having me. That costs a premium, Tony. That costs a premium. They don't get that for free, okay? They don't get that for free.
As I mentioned earlier, one of the big draws of the ABR Festival is that you get to ride off-road and wild trails on the site without having to go anywhere else. But what if you've never done that before and you'd like to get some tuition before you venture out? Well, the festival has got you covered with that as well. Manufacturers from the likes of Ducati, Honda, Yamaha, etc., are all there with their off-road training schools. Will give you an opportunity to get out, get some instruction before you venture out onto the trail on your own, and that is a real bonus of this event. There's also quite a lot of live action going on throughout the weekend, so you'll get guest riders giving you demonstrations where you really get to see how some of these guys can handle these adventure bikes. Really entertaining to watch, and if you've had enough of that, you can go and try your hand at something like axe throwing. But of course the fun isn't only happening during the day. At night time the site is transformed as the stage kicks in and the music artists start. The music is absolutely fantastic. They have a really good mixture of DJs. And live bands, the bars are buzzing, the food continues to serve, and it's a really good atmosphere for every night of the festival. Hey guys!
Hey!
So, look who I bumped into, the one, the only R1 Liz, who doesn't ride an R1 anymore, but you know, it's not worth a name change. How are you finding ABR this year?
I'm really enjoying it now that I've done the ABR trail thingy and not died.
You're still alive.
I'm very proud of myself and no longer feel the pressure to do it because I've done it and it was good.
First one is in respect of riding. Mountains or beaches?
Mountains.
2-stroke or 4-stroke?
4-stroke.
Beer or wine?
Neither, thank you.
Are you teetotal?
No, I just think it tastes like mouldy bread.
Fair enough. Hard luggage or soft luggage?
Soft.
Indian takeaway or Chinese takeaway?
Indian.
Group ride or solo ride?
Solo.
Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Classic bike or custom bike?
Custom.
Audiobook or podcast?
Neither.
YouTube or Instagram?
Instagram.
And if you could only own one motorcycle for the rest of your life, what would it be?
My S1000RR. Sorry, that's not very inspiring, but
That's fine,
it's
that's fine.
perfect in every way. So
We need the honesty.
Yeah.
We need the honesty. Thank you, Liz.
you're welcome.
So that was my weekend at the ABR Festival. As I said at the beginning, I just wanted to give you a flavour of what goes on, maybe look at some of the aspects that you wouldn't see in other videos, but also to have a chat to a few people. I did the this or that questions. maybe there was too many of them. I've actually got quite a few more that I didn't include, so I'll probably push those out as shorts on YouTube. But it is an absolutely fantastic festival. The organisation is second to none. There's such a good vibe there. Everybody's really happy. It's a really, really good event. Not only if you're an adventure bike rider, because there's quite a few people there that come to it as a motorcycling event and they get to see what's going on. Obviously there's an adventure theme to it, but you can still have a fantastic time if that's not the sort of bike that you ride. I've noticed that advance tickets have gone on sale, so if you want to ensure your place at next year's festival, then head over to the website and get yourselves booked in. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions about the event, then let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try to answer those. But all that leaves me to say is, until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.